Hello viewers, this is Monotone Maverick coming at you with a model kit review, and this time I'll be reviewing a Zords model kit. That's right, from Kotobukiya, I got this kit ready to go, and I will admit something, I got this kit before I decided to make this channel, so I really took the runners out of the plastic, but I stopped myself from building it, that way I can properly review this kit on this channel. So without further ado, let me present to you the higher master model Pteras Bomber Marking Plus version. And what the Marking Plus version means is that this is actually a remake. The build I want to say is similar to the first one that came out many years ago. However, the difference between this one and the first one is actually the pilot figurine used for this. Let me explain. So in the Zords anime, for Chaos Century, I want to say this will mostly used for soldiers for aerial assaults. However, in Zords New Century, this was actually piloted by the main protagonist team known as the Blitz team. And this was piloted by their combat analyst, Jamie. He was a Pteras Bomber or aerial pilot for that team. Eventually, the Pteras that he had got sold, and he got a Reynos, which to this very day, Kotobukiya has yet to create a higher master model of the Reynos. It's been years, Kotobukiya, please make the Reynos. Sorry, I just been waiting for that one for quite some time, so just hoping Kotobukiya will make that one very shortly. Now, this isn't the first, rephrase that. This isn't the second version of the Pteras Bomber that was made. I mean, my second, like I mentioned before, this is a Marking Plus version. Of course, the only difference is the pilot I mentioned just a couple of seconds ago. But the first Pteras Bomber kit that was made was back in the early mid-2000s when Hasbro bought Zords model kits, as I mentioned in the first video of this channel. It was the customized mobilized line, and all those Zords model kits had the wind-up mechanic. Whereas Kotobukiya, as I mentioned in the same video, that they decided to get rid of that mechanic and have posable figurine. Now this one also has weapons attached for this kit, and you have the option to either have the weapons or detach the weapons depending on how you want to display this kit. So very excited about that. The Pteras Bomber number is 025. This is a 1/72 scale. And actually all the Zords model kits, whether it be this line or the Hasbro customized mobilized line, they were all 1/72 scale. So yeah, no difference in that. Onto the box, very nice aerial action pose here, getting ready for aerial assault on the battlefield. Very nice, another figure display of the kit, and more like animatic, anime style design here. See, same as the cover. Oh, and RZ stand for Republic Zoid. In this series, there were two sides. One was the Republic, the other was the Imperial. Oh, I'm sorry, the Empire. Correction, the Empire Zoid. And that was mostly based on Zoid's Chaos Century. I believe I mentioned this in the first video of this channel that Zoid's Chaos Century had a much better story. It was all through war, whereas New Century was just competitive sport. That's all it was. So if you really want a really good story, I suggest you watch Zoid's Chaos Century. So on to this side. Here is the pilot. You have a choice. Either do you have the orange visor for the head or a clear one. front view and back view. As I mentioned earlier, you can decide to attach or detach the weapons. And nice little aerial action pose. Alright, so enough with the box review, on to the contents. As I mentioned earlier, I already took all the runners out of the plastic. Here's the construction manual. And I've heard people always ask, how do these go against Gunpla? Like, are the builds complex? Are they simple? I would say there is some complexity to these kits. I would say they match well with master grades, even real grades. Definitely much more complex than high grade. Depending on the kit, sometimes these kits can be matched to that of perfect grades for Gunpla. So very complex, and that's what I love about building these kits, is the complexity behind them. So here are the runners we have here. We have two B runners here, 2E, 2F. A couple more runners here, some polycaps here. This one is actually the pilot itself. So these generic pilots that most of these kits have, like I said, are generic, and they actually are put together in a couple pieces. In case you're wondering, in case you want to get the Pteras Bomber with the Jamie figurine, good luck finding it, because just the figurine alone, you're looking at, I kid you not, over $100 easy. Even maybe $200. Yeah, I kind of missed my opportunity on getting that years ago, but I wasn't aware of it at that time. But hey, it's all good. Just happy with the kits. And these are all separated into instructions for certain pieces of the body. So you got the head here. You start off with the body, same page. Continuation of the body, the tail here. The tail, the body, along with the weapons. The legs on this page. More with the legs, more with the weapons. On this page, weapon, leg, and the wings. And this one you can see how you connect all the pieces together. Yeah, very nice. Oh, as you can see here, another thing that the Kotobuki or these kits just have, all the Zoids kits, they all have their own Zoid core. Just a small sphere to add, and I will show you that in the next video. But yeah, each one of these Zoids kits have their own Zoid core. So I thought that was kind of nice to add that. Here you get some paneling or some colors you want to add to make the kit pop out, your choice. And it shows you here how to attach the decals of the kit. So, and then also you get a couple of interesting poses you can get out of this. So, very nice. And this is basically, in case you're missing any piece, just send this out and they'll be able to get the piece you're missing. And many model kit builders, such as myself, knows how important this is, because sometimes we do miss our pieces. Just gets lost in the shuffle. So that's very nice. On to the contents. You get a decal sheet. I don't normally put decals on. I tried to do that a long time ago and just did not turn out so good, so I just don't ever do it. I haven't done it since. Get some, it looks like these are some weapon pieces, so very nice. I'll say these are some joint pieces. I can't really tell. Same as the other one. Some polycaps. Here's that generic palette that I mentioned. Like I said, just a few pieces. Legs, arms, body, and head. Here we go. These are the wings. The orange visor for the head. More weapon pieces. 2 runners for that. I'm not too sure what these are used for, but I want to see some connection pieces. Blue armor pieces for the body and head. And I can tell this is for the body itself. Oh, put it upside down. Very nice. And looks like we got pieces for the arms and a little bit for the body. So 2 of the same runner. Very good. Oh, there we go. Very nice. And let's see. Oh, here's that Zoid core I mentioned. Usually the core is actually not part of a runner, but I'm guessing because of the size of the kit, it's part of a runner. Here's that clear visor option they gave you. And these are like polycaps. And for those of you who have built the customized mobilized line in the mid or early mid 2000s, these were the pieces that we use to help the Zoid move for whenever they are mobilizing with that wind-up mechanic. Whereas these are just used for decoration, really. So there you have all the runners and pieces for the building process. I'm excited to get this kit going. I hold off for so long so I can make a review about it. So thank you for tuning in on this review video for Kotobukiya Pteras Bomber. If you like the video, make a comment, hit that notification bell, subscribe, share this video to whomever you believe will like it. And the next video I'll be making a review on the pieces themselves individually, and I'll make a last video about my final thoughts. So thank you for tuning in. I'll catch you next time.